coming over here on the deep over. He's going to have a guy under him and a guy over him. But we always say a great throw always beats great defense.
Here he is, behind the defense from Prescott.
Well, welcome into QB Insider. Now, nobody expected much from the Cowboys after the early trade of Micah Parsons. The Cowboys have been surprisingly competitive, taking both the champs and the Packers down to the wire. Now, there is one reason, and in my opinion, one reason only, that they've been so competitive: Dak Prescott. I've always believed the best NFL quarterbacks have to consistently make the chunk throws, those 15 to 35-yard throws. And nobody has been better in the NFL this year at those throws than Dak Prescott. They missed me. All right, so as we dive into the tape with Dak Prescott, these are the things that I'm talking about. You're gonna see there's going to be some pressure coming off this edge. He's got a combination of a deep post and an over right here. Now, you'll see there's a possibility, since there's no safety back here, that he takes this post shot over the top. You gotta look at what's around him. This thing is sped up a little bit, trying to just find the opening. You're gonna see CeeDee Lamb coming over here on the deep over. He's gonna have a guy under him and a guy over him. But we always say, a great throw always beats great defense. Bodies around him, up over the top of one, under the other for a big play.
Time to throw. To the sideline, Lamb again.
All right, here's another play that I think the Chiefs made famous in the Super Bowl, and they called it Wasp. So it's going to be a deep in on the outside, and then CeeDee Lamb is going to run a corner route up over the top of it. All right, now this is a tough read for a quarterback because the quarterback has to come out, and you see how everything's working, and he's got to be able to see this corner and make sure that that corner is jumping the in route here. Pretty good indication right here as we see the quarterback with his numbers turned to Dak. He is locked in on the receiver outside of him. I got a shot at putting this throw up and over for a big play. But once again, I'm gonna freeze it right on the throw. I mean, look at this. Color right in his face, a big body there, not an easy throw, a chunk throw down the field. But once again, Dak steps up and delivers. All right, as we move to the Chicago game. All right, this is going to be a play called all go, double seam, depending on whether they converted these on the outside or not. You're going to see a two high shell. We've got two safeties on the back end, and then they're playing what we call Tampa 2. What Tampa 2 means is that now the Mike linebacker is going to turn and run to the deep area of the field. So they want a third defender in the deep area of the field if the offense is going to throw it deep. If they don't throw it deep and it's a quick throw, now they get 5 underneath defenders because the Mike linebacker will stay and take care of his responsibility underneath. So they're trying to cheat this and get the best of both worlds. So the first thing that we read on this particular play as a quarterback is the Mike linebacker. And you'll see number 44 right here, Mike linebacker is going to turn in that direction, which automatically takes Dak backside. And then from there, it's a read off of this safety. Does the safety squeeze inside? Does the safety widen outside? We make our throw off of that. Good job, first of all. Mike linebacker turns that direction. Now he's coming back to this backside. Really wants to hit the seam inside, but it's held off long enough. And once again, making these decisions on time with bodies around you, having to anticipate throws. All Dak sees is that safety is wide. He's planted somewhat inside to start. I have got to let this go because of the pressure around me. You're going to see a great delivery of the throw right as he's getting hit and a perfect throw down the sideline.
Here's Prescott, last play in the fourth quarter, throws one in stride. Turpin hangs on despite getting drilled.
But on this particular play, they're going to run a hook on the backside. They're going to run what I call an influence post, and then they're going to run the big in with the check down underneath. So this play is normally going to be designed to go high-low, but if you get the proper look, you can read this backside. If this back safety wants to get depth and take away this influence post, then we can work backside or move on to the front side. But if we get this backside safety to just squat his feet, it gives us an opportunity to hit this post up over the top. So as Dak drops back here, he's gonna peek that backside. Flat safety staying down, all this room back here, and he's going, oh, I got myself a shot right here. Good job stepping up, not panicking, eyes down the field, resets, and delivers another great second level chunk throw to keep his offense in business.
Steps away, gonna loft one deep. He's got a man. It is caught. Devontae Turpin on a beauty of a cross route.
All right, nothing fancy about this one. We know George Pickens up here at the top is great at 50-50 balls. And so sometimes it's just about giving your guy a shot. And that's all this is right here. Come back, hold the free safety for a tick, and great touch throw. Great air on this football. I mean, not only does it drop perfectly, but great air to allow his receiver to track this thing and make the big catch. Big time second level throw from Dak Prescott.
Did Pickens bring that down? Remarkable stuff, he got it!
And here's my favorite chunk throw that he's made all year long. As Dak's reading things here, he ends up making a check, and then on the snap, he's got to read this out. What are they going to do? The key to this play for him is this free safety. Dak sees this, he understands this. My goal is to keep that free safety on the backside, and I'm gonna hit the little lean, skinny post back here to George Pickens. He reads it correctly, he holds the free safety, and he drops another dime on the money to get Dallas a touchdown before the half that would end up being what allowed them to tie this game and go into overtime.
Parsons off the edge, Prescott, end zone touchdown! Pickens! Improbably, Dallas leads!
So when you have an all-go concept, what you're really looking for is just a one-on-one on the outside. But on the snap, you'll see that the Packers drop to what we call an inverted cover two. No longer are the safeties playing the deep half, it's corners playing the deep half. And then you're gonna see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 underneath defenders. So the safeties become underneath defenders now, and the corners become deep defenders. What Dak realizes is that with this corner having to turn and run late, there is nobody impeding this throw on the bottom. So Dak comes back, drills a hole shot, beating that corner, ultimately setting them up for the field goal that would tie this game in overtime.
Scott throwing sideline caught! It's Pickens!
Now, I've always been a fan of Dak Prescott, but I thought the next step for him was to show us that he could carry his team with his right arm. Well, if the early season is any indication, Dak has surely made that step. Thanks as always for joining me here on QB Insider. Now, if you want to be like the pros and watch the All-22 tape and make your own playlist, make sure you go and get NFL Pro, and you can get that through your NFL Plus premium subscription.